www.patreon.com/Final Stop Podcast. Bro, you get a bonus Final Stop podcast every week. That's $4 a month for 4 quarters, dog. That's crazy. Or if you want to be a real one, you want to be a beloved follower of Gus level. Gus and I, we got a $10 internal affairs level.
A jerk chicken employee.
A jerk chicken fucking franchisee.
Jerk chicken?
Sorry, drip chicken. Well,
How dare you? You got jerk on the mind.
Yeah, you got a little bit of both. But anyway, tell a friend about the cash. Join the Patreon. It's a fun time. Enjoy the episode. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Bridgegett, live from the ever-glorious Mescal Man Cave. Shout out to Trevin Muncie for the name, by the way. Sitting to my right, as always, the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat. It's Tristan Bowl.
Hi.
Holy McShit, dude. How you doing?
Are you okay? What was that all about?
That thing hit me to the goddamn face, let me tell you. We're starting this thing off hot. Google is down on our computer for whatever reason it might be, so we're Bing people for this whole episode.
It's a nice little transition.
Let me tell you, they do things correct over there at Bing.
What you can see on the Bing home screen right now, it is a nice little drone shot of a carnival with a beautiful sunset in the background, and it makes me want a funnel cake and a corn dog and diarrhea the next day.
Let me tell you, they put a geotag. That would be Prost Oktoberfest.
Is it really Oktoberfest?
In Probst, yeah.
Oh, people are getting fucked up there.
I don't understand the point of Oktoberfest. Is this just like...
Dedicated holiday for getting hammered.
But isn't it like a German thing?
Don't question it. Dedicated holiday for getting
hammered. Is Oktoberfest German?
Yes. I'm pretty sure there's like... I don't know. It's like Lederhosen German, not like Eis, like German.
It's country German.
Yeah, it's like someone doing a fun dance with wooden shoes.
It's their version of a rodeo. Hey, come ride the Stein, buddy.
The amount of videos that I see out of Oktoberfest that are just like 4 guys who are just like fucking like in, like honestly mildly attractive men doing like cocaine off of each other's penises and just laughing about it. And I'm like, that is a European thing to do.
We also drink beer like room temperature.
What? It's not cold?
No.
Are you kidding me?
That's an American thing. We like beverages cold. You know, ice isn't European. They don't use ice. If you go to order like...
What about in Iceland?
No. Honestly, if you go to order like a Dr. Pepper, they'll just give it to you. Or like water. If you're like, can I get a water? It's just a cup of water. I'm like, can I get ice? They're like, what?
That's bullshit.
No, not at all.
Why? Why? Because it's better for me?
No, because we're extra as a fucking unit. Because our country was founded on like kind of getting what we want all the time.
Dude, if you woke up at 3 a.m. and got a glass of water and it was room temperature, do you know how much more disappointing that'd be instead of just ice cold with the cube still floating around in there, still bouncing?
In the middle of the night, I don't want ice cold water.
You're insane.
Why the fuck would you want that?
It hits so different.
You can't chug it.
Yes, you can. Stop being a pussy.
That's crazy.
Get harder teeth. Stop being a pussy.
No, my teeth are fucked. Dude.
Yeah, I know. You have sensitive little baby boy teeth.
I do. Can you chew ice cream?
Yeah, that's how I eat ice cream.
No, I mean front teeth chew ice cream?
Yeah, I take bites.
You're a fucking insane person.
No, I'm built different.
I'd lose my shit.
I get a Mr. Softy, just go, just bite it.
That can't be good for your teeth.
No, it's not. My teeth are hard. I drink milk.
That's not... Why did you just sell out to early 2000s propaganda? You're like, I got a milk mustache at home?
It's not propaganda. What if I didn't even have a regular mustache? This has just been a chocolate milk mustache that's been like thickly layered over, like I haven't even wiped it off.
Ugh.
It just ripped.
Well, I noticed now. You're starting to line up your pirate's beard.
My Haley makes me.
Why?
She hates it.
Does she line it up or you line it up?
I line it up.
Don't look at me weird like I have to ask who does what.
I mean, it's understandable. I can get that. But no, she wouldn't shave my face. She would fuck it up.
Why?
On purpose, because she would be like, she's like, I don't like the chops. So I'm like, I'm keeping the chops. And she would go, oops, looks like you gotta shave them. And I'd be like,
she doesn't like the chops?
She doesn't love them, no. But I keep them.
But they're so scraggly. You could even like trim, you have like, you know what you do? You don't lower your jowls, like whatever you call what do you call this, right? That starts with like your jowls?
Jowls?
You don't shave those, so they're puffy. Everything else is low and maintained, and this is puffy.
Like right here?
Yes. Do you mean the part you can distinctly grab and knew what I was talking about?
Right here?
Yeah. It's all just like whiskery, and there's not a connection
I trimmed
between
it. I trimmed it. I thought I did a good job. Apparently not.
Bro, your mustache and your beard are ET finger touching. They're trying so hard.
They
right
do
now.
not
Like,
connect.
please.
They do not connect. I will make that distinction that they do do not connect, and also I can't grow right here.
We're missing
Like in the side of my face, it looks like someone would just like, "Who's your cutie little butt?"
we're missing opposing parts of the beard. If you combined our, if you
We have full facial hair.
we have the sickest beard.
We look tight, dude.
No, this is real man shit. None of us have that.
The goatee line.
Oh, the goatee! I've dreamed about the goatee to have a full circle. Oh, I've dreamed.
Dude,
about having a
I
full
remember
circle.
kids who like in high school who had like full blown goatees, and I'm like, our cocks are different. Like I know, I know that for a fact. Like our penises are not the same, sir.
Oh man, nothing. Maybe girls. They definitely have the equivalent of like some girl gets tits first, then you have to like change it. Middle school locker room or whatever together. And you're like, Jesus. I had that. There was this dude. His name was Tyler in middle school. Full beard, better beard than I could grow now at 13 years old. And you're just like,
Dude, some people were just built men.
well, I was late. I was late on every like puberty mouse. All my friends, Brody came through one day. Bro, look, I got a fucking bush under here, and you're like, I don't got shit. I got my legs aren't even hairy yet. And you have fucking armpit hair.
I had like
asshole.
weird amounts of like hair, but it would just be like on my legs and my arms.
You seem. I don't mean this is an insult. You seem like you got hit with the most hard right hook by puberty. I could see, like, I was a very gradual.
Dude, I was 5'4" freshman year.
Okay.
I was 5'4", and then in sophomore year when I came back to school, I was literally a few inches shorter than the height I am now.
I was gonna say there was always a couple bros like that where it's just like they just turn into men in 3 months, and you're like, what the fuck happened to you?
I'm surprised I don't have stretch marks, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I fucking sprouted, man. I grew like 5.5 inches, like 6 inches.
To what? 5'11"?
I was trying to do the mental math.
I was doing the math for you. For those of you who don't know, Tristan holds on dearly. His whole thing is not
I'm
being
6 foot, I have
macho.
bad posture.
He makes it a point to be 6
I have 6 foot and bad posture. It's
right.
fine. You don't have to believe me. But if there was a 6 foot roller coaster that only real men could get on, guess who's riding up front? Single rider. I'm an alpha male.
I'll give you this and answer this answer this honestly. Someone has a gun to Haley's head, and they say the only way that you can get saved is if your boyfriend comes in here and measures 6 foot on the dot. Are you confident that you both are coming home?
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a lying sack of shit.
Why would I trust this
Her
guy?
head's
He was
bleeding.
even going to tell the truth. Why would I trust this guy if he's even he's
don't
in the
nego-
situation? What weird riddler is this man to where he's just like, you have to be 6 foot in order to ride the stay alive train?
Yeah,
it's like, fuck you,
The
dude.
ride of life requires 60
He was going to
inches.
kill. Honestly, I'd measure out at 6 foot. And she'd be like, "But," and I'm like, "He's gonna kill you no matter what." He just brought me here to watch you get killed. Now I have to Batman this guy. We're in the first act of the story right now.
Yeah, we're in the first movie of the three.
I can't wait for you to see
franchise.
how sick I'll become once I learn just like jujitsu and like I get thrown to the bottom of a well and I have to climb up using core strength.
Honestly, and if this franchise gets big by movie 2, we might even just bring you back.
But no, it's different. She's hotter. Different lady.
The franchise gets huge and it's just Megan Fox all of a sudden.
Good news, we put your soul into this lady. So it's
Megan
pretty much the same thing.
Good news, Megan Fox
But
got
her
new
pussy's
tits.
so much tighter.
It's egregiously small.
She's Brazilian.
That's natty.
Yeah, turns out only Brazilian fucking babes can take your soul. I don't make the rules, babe. I'm just simply abiding by them. I don't make... This is God. You take this up with, like, I don't know, Necronomicon. But she also has to have no gag reflex. That is a rule that...
That's the only... tell me if I died and Taylor upgraded to someone hotter, I think I'd be okay with that.
If you died...
I think I'd be fine. I'd be looking down.
I would hope reincarnation.
Good for you.
As soon as you die, I'm like, I hope reincarnation is real for the second that you die, just so everyone else gets heaven, and then you come back as like a snake or a bug.
But like in their front yard. Like I have to
Yeah,
watch.
you just have to watch.
I'm getting cucked out
As
as
Tyreek Hill just like puts Taylor over his arm like a sack of potatoes.
I'm getting cucked as a slug on the wall.
Yeah, just man. It's just a moth. Like, I guess I'll eat your sweater. Your Gucci sweater I'll eat, and you're going to buy a new one.
Well, I guess-
Either that or the holes add good, like, views to your abs. You're just eating ab holes. And he's just like, baby, what do you think? She's like, I think you look amazing all the time. And he's like, man, I bet you never said that to your last bitch.
I could do that better though. I could do the if she like got with a real jazz music, like a real machismo type guy. I could do that better than like a hard pivot. I'd have a harder time digesting a hard pivot.
I love it how you said someone who's like you, a jazz musician.
You know, real machismo, Jasmine.
You are not a jazz musician. I don't think you can honestly keep a tempo.
What a real slip into the mind of me. It's like, that's how I see myself on the inside.
You know,
Yeah,
just being like, I don't think, honestly, if she can move on to the obvious next choice, a violinist,
dude,
an orchestra violinist, someone who plays the marimba in the symphony. Obviously, that is the next choice.
It wouldn't even be that specific. It would be just a guy who's like, I'm pretty good at all string instruments. You're like, fuck you, you piece of shit. Really? You can pick up an upright bass? He goes, yeah, it's just a fuck
yeah,
off.
and he's like, how's your vertical leap? How are your ACLs? He just jumps on top of the piano. Standing, just jumps on top of the piano.
Something about that would bother me. If a guy did a physical feat on the way to do something, it's basically the WWE. It's on the way to do something super homosexual.
Yeah.
Oh man,
if the guy does a back handspring into anal, but he's the bottom.
We were watching soccer out.
Imagine getting your ass fucked and you have to go like with the
and
arms
score.
up. The arms up. Nailed the landing. I nailed it.
But he didn't stick his.
Yeah.
Ew. There's absolutely no way. That's a. Did you watch the new Roman Reigns?
I'm sorry. I just thought of a gay Olympics where it's like a triathlon, or is it a biathlon where you pass the baton?
Yeah, you beat me there. You didn't meet me there. You beat me there.
Yeah. Where like it's a gay. It's just like well.
That would obviously.
Do you know what? This is when I wish it was a live like broadcast, which we've debated on doing. Leave a comment if you'd like us to actually. We kind of want to do these live on either YouTube or like Kick because we say bad stuff, and I don't think Twitch will allow us.
Reporting to you live from Rumble. I've dreamed of. Dreamed of saying
from Stormfront. Yeah,
they brought back. What was the 4chan?
From Anthony Cumia's cellar? We are here, sitting here.
Part of the Alex Jones media conglomerate. Oh, there has to be so much money involved in that. If we're just a tertiary podcast on like a 4chan subreddit, numbies.
A 4chan subreddit is the saddest place to go. Are you kidding me?
No,
it's not.
Exist.
It's not sad. Yeah, I'm subscribed. But no, it's the
I'm
reason.
A moderator.
No, the reason why it's just sad is just people who don't have the courage to go on 4chan, just looking at Reddit shit on 4chan. And let me tell you, I've been there too. But I put in my 4chan days. I've posted. I've done my JPEGs. I've done my rec threads. I've done all of it.
Well, is 4chan completely dead?
No, it's alive and well.
Okay.
Everything flows about, and then 4chan stays the same.
How do you spell 4chan?
Literally the number 4.
No way. Oh,
And
that's
then
how
Chan.
incel it is?
Yeah.
Is this Asian as well? 4chan.
No, it's not. It was made in a...
Let's see what Wikipedia says 4chan is.
Oh, dude, can I tell you some fun 4chan stories?
Well, let me read. But for those of you who don't know, because I don't know, let me read you what it is.
If you don't know what 4chan is,
I don't know what 4chan is.
You're so lame, dude. 8chan is crazy. It's
Bro.
mostly just anime porn.
16chan, that's 4chan to the second power.
Do you mean 4chan cubed?
Is that...
It's not a thing. It might be a thing. I have no fucking
4chan
idea.
cube would be to the third power.
Yeah, just shut up.
All right, and I'm the dumb CTE riddled one. 4chan is an anonymous English language image board website launched by Christopher Moot Poole in 2003.
Moot.
Moot. The site hosts boards dedicated to a wide variety of topics from video games. Tell me about the bullshit going on here. 4chan was created.
Oh, I can tell. I don't know. Let me tell you about some of the fun stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't
that's
give you any of the
happening
fun
on 4chan.
shit.
So, do you know the whole cutting for Bieber thing? Way back when?
Please elaborate. No.
It
What?
It was like a fake rumor people started. Most of the fake rumors on the internet have originated from 4chan. Like, it's a bunch
Is that where the Onion spawned? When it was just a shallot?
No. Like, if the Onion was like the Harvard graduate of the family, this is the guy who still lives at home.
But the guy who lives at home, did he
He's
go
making bank, and he's like, oh yeah, he just kind of stays inside. The parents aren't exactly proud of him, but he's making like well means, and he's helping out. So it's like there's redeeming qualities to it because, like, dude, the funniest thing, or one of the funniest things that, like, 4chan has had a lexicon of, like, hysterical shit that they do. So they, do you remember when Donald Trump first got elected and Shia LaBeouf had the "We will not divide us" or "He will not divide us" thing?
Yeah.
So 4chan heard about that, and they decided to start an unrelenting pursuit to fuck with Shia LaBeouf.
Why? That's America's golden boy.
Because they're just like, because 4chan was like kind of like leaning towards Trump. They're like, fucking Trump or bust. Like,
Does 4chan have a
Trump train? Like, that's where like the whole Pepe meme, like that originated from 4chan.
Is this guy the Christopher Poole? Is he like Elon? Is he a public figure? He goes on like...
No. He kind of, everyone on 4chan started hating Moot and shit like that. And, and like, so he's kind of like he treats them like a distant child. I mean, like, that could be completely wrong with...
Was that his only baby, or did he have, like... Is he one of these
he's a
guys
software developer. I bet he had other stuff in the works. And plus, he made a fuck ton of money off of 4chan.
Okay.
Because, like, it's all just, like, site revenue and shit like that. He had thousands upon, like hundreds of thousands of people coming to the site. And, like, it would get, like, reported in the news.
Is this a play on fortune?
You really got the
blown.
Four-leaf clover.
I just saw the four-leaf. Mind blown.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right.
Yeah. So basically, they people from 4chan started going to Shia LaBeouf's "He Will Not Divide Us" thing, and they were just fucking with him. They would go up and say like incognito racist shit. And like go up, because it was a constant live stream of him saying "He will not divide us," and people would like come up and just being like, 1466, Hitler was right, and just like run past like the thing, just trolling.
Wait, Shia LaBeouf was on stream just for
it was for 20.
Time.
It was for 24 hours. It was constant. He
saying "He will not divide us."
Yeah, it was like a whole publicity thing. I'm surprised you have not heard about this. It was like a huge thing. But guess what? So it gets so popular and with him getting fucked with, that he has to move locations. And it gets to the point where he has to keep moving locations because they keep fucking with him. And then...
How are they finding him?
Here's the fun thing. So, in the final location, this is the extent that they went to. It was a 24-hour stream. He couldn't be on stream anymore.
Okay. Because
he was like... They kept on finding him. No matter what stream he was on.
So he'd get in like an Escalade, move somewhere else, and then they'd find him?
He moved it to a room where he was on stream in like an apartment building. And like he was like barely on stream, and they found it based off when the sun was setting on the stream. They're just like, oh, he must be in the Western Hemisphere. And then be like, they would see like there would be reflections of planes going by.
Okay.
And they would map those to current flights that are going in the Western Hemisphere and narrowed it down. They literally, here's what happened in the final one. It was a flagpole in the middle of North Carolina. Nowhere, dude. Someone in a diner posted a selfie with fucking Shia LaBeouf, just being like, yeah, he came through. This is Shia LaBeouf. I'm super pumped. I was his waiter. In just Aunt G's Deli, in the middle of goddamn dude,
nowhere.
Literally not a chain, like wannabe Waffle House, just fucking probably fantastic diner. And it was basically a flagpole that they saw, and they mapped the stars in the background of the video with like cloud patterns to perfectly triangulate where it was. And someone broke into the establishment, brought down the flag, and put a "Make America Great Again" flag up on it.
You know how this
in the 24/7 live stream, dude, it was in fucking sane.
You know how, and this is, join the Patreon and get the subtext. You know how on the Patreon you were talking about when you say women, you're talking about like 3 women. When you say they found him, there were 2 people who were messaging back and forth.
That's what you would think. It was threads. It was literally like on /B, which is the random board of 4chan. It was a hive mind of people just being like, I work in air traffic control. And just being like, oh, I work here, we can help, we can figure this out. And it's just people dedicating serious chunks of their life and time and concentration.
So much
to
business
fucking
didn't
with
get done that day.
The guy from Holes.
Oh, hey, you know the Transformers niggas losing his shit right now? We gotta figure out
let's
where he's
poke him a little bit.
Let's figure out where the fuck he's at right now.
Yeah, dude, it was like it was so crazy. Like, there's internet historian has a great he's a YouTuber who has a great series on all like the stuff that 4chan has done.
Yeah.
To like, it was like there was a whole day where it was like Tumblr was really mad. You know Tumblr.
That's the white lady's euphoria. Where you just go and you're like, this is how I'd aesthetically do my second room. And you're like, ugh, God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So back when Tumblr was huge,
Yeah.
they would constantly talk shit about 4chan just because it was like people being racist and like people just because it was all you didn't have to make an account, you could just post, and the whole like term is like anons, like that's what you call each other in 4chan. It's just everyone's anonymous posting. You get like a number that like your post is assigned for, and like you'd be like, oh, this is post like 600,000, 6 million, whatever the hell
On this subject?
No, not on the subject, on the base, on 4chan.
So if you post anything,
Or at least, I mean, within that forum, I think. Actually, no, it's across all platforms, I believe so. Across all the, like, different, like, subcategories of, like...
How do they go about when it gets, like,
different
bigger
boards?
Then?
What?
So, like, today, if I posted my post number, like, 19,700,000 and whatever?
Yeah.
That sounds stressful. So you're scrolling and you're seeing this? Like, that's attached to... Like, could you imagine if that was on Twitter?
Some threads get deleted and shit like that, but there's like a whole... There's other websites dedicated to archiving, like, legendary 4chan threads and stuff like that, because there's, like, so many stories. There was a guy, like, back when I went on 4chan and stuff like that, I was on the thread with the 4chan Strangler, which is...
We are the same age, and I feel so far disconnected
Dude,
from
the 4chan
internet.
Strangler is a guy who was like posting on 4chan. He just like posted a photo of a dead body on 4chan. He's like, turns out killing someone is way harder than you think it is. People were like, bro, what the fuck? And like immediately...
He was posting how to get rid of the
body? He already killed someone, and he was just like, turns out killing someone is way harder than you think it is. It like fucking asked me about it, and like just immediately just went through in like a thread. They caught him. Like, he killed some chick who was like, she had a kid. It was fucking awful. But like, it was just like, people are fucking crazy weirdos. Like, a lot of conspiracy theories that are correct come from 4chan, because a lot of people, like, within high levels of power, it's like, where's an anonymous like 100% anonymous board that I could just post something to? It's being like, yo, this is gonna go crazy. Like, there's a lot of people in Washington.
Maybe low key you do kind of want to get if you have a high... Wait, so you're saying there's bros on Capitol Hill that like would anonymously try and be like, they're voting no on Prop 207 tomorrow, just want you niggas to know. And
no,
like,
it's not. Most likely it isn't of that. It's not like fucking some senator sitting down just being like, time to log in. Like, no.
Someone who works for that senator
them
logs in.
Yeah, just being like,
you guys,
yo, this is fucking nuts. Like, it just goes in, sends it off, and then like, so that spreads.
I always wondered who... I'm just more of a mainstream, above board type nigga, so I never understood who, like... And I think once you go 4chan, the highest level of that craziness is Silk Road or the black market, or like once you start getting on to, like,
as soon as you start going to like Tor and like downloading Onion browsers and stuff like that, like where you have to like... where you have to have like plugins on your computer and shit like that.
And it's not federally... This sounds like I'm buying into communism, basically, but like, it's not U.S. regulated internet. Once you start getting off of the U.S. rate, like Reddit is almost off.
No, it's not. Reddit is so fucking...
I'm saying that's as far as you can get and still be inbounds on the...
Reddit got shot in the cock a little bit like a few years ago.
Well, so did Twitter. So the Twitter files came out and they cracked
Twitter,
a whole bunch of regulations down.
Yeah, well, I feel like Musk is kind of like...
He's trying to bring it back. But when the Twitter files happened maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it's like they implemented an entire crackdown on like... Nobody really wants an entire broadcast system without any sort of like
Dude,
law enforcement.
I've seen some like Twitter spaces and stuff like that. Which, dude, I like it. It's like there's two sections of Twitter. Like when you're on your homepage, you can scroll because you don't really go on Twitter.
I can't. Do you know why I can't watch this? This will actually be fun, and I'll put my feed up on here so you guys can watch. I'll blur
Screen
whatever.
record it.
It's actually a very smart idea. Watch this. This is why I can't go on Twitter. If I go on Twitter in public, it's all porn. Watch this. If I scroll to the top, this is the problem.
This is
the
for
problem.
you.
No, hold on. Let me just. All right. Watch. The very first thing that comes up is just some girl twerking. If you scroll a little bit, yeah, there we go. I can't use this in public.
That is just because it's based off of algorithmically what you spend the most time looking at on the app.
Right, but I'm the same person. If the same person, looks at the same shit on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, why can I open my Instagram in public, but I can't open my goddamn Twitter in public?
Because you spend far more time on Twitter looking at baddies than any other.
No. I spend way more time egregiously on meta products.
No. I mean, first off, it's not a meta product.
Facebook and Instagram? Yeah, it is.
No, I'm saying Twitter is not.
No, I'm saying my overarching social media time.
I'm saying your overall, they're not talking like that. Like, they have their own, like, algorithm.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. You think
I think that all like that meta universe of like Facebook, Instagram thing, they have their own algorithm baked in. Why would they put it up to some cloud that would be able to be like, oh, all of our videos are kind of tanking right now? No, they have their own internal algorithm.
I'm saying I spend more time on Meta than I do on Twitter. And I look at the same stuff.
Yeah, but at the same time, no, you spend more time on Meta scrolling through most stuff, but some of it is tits.
Yeah,
right.
It is. I never go on Twitter for comedy reasons.
You go on Twitter for tits.
This is so weird. I either go on Twitter to be like, these goddamn liberals. Oh my God, double D's.
And that is exactly the algorithm you just showed me. That is you have set that up for yourself perfectly. They have read you to a T.
It was Diddy got arrested. Trump should win. By the way, here's a couple double G tits. And you're like, that's tremendous.
And now you're just like, why do they know exactly what I want? In public? Why can't they read that I'm on the train?
It is. And Meta has it down to it. I guess they are pretty much, AIs knows us to a T. We're never going to be able to run. If the
Instead, Meta knows that you love the occasional sprinkle of tit every once in a while.
You know what that just told me right
Where
there?
you can just go down and you'll see it's like, oh, this is tits video. And you look at the top half and then you scroll past it and look at the bottom half and in your mind put together the entire video.
Here's my problem, and I agree.
Did I just nail you, dude?
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, I think I just nailed you, dude.
I do that so much. Here's my problem. Here's all I wish that Elon would do. Look, I understand that you want free speech.
Is the house on fire? Do you smell that?
It's sage.
Oh, is it?
Do you like sage? Answer this smartly. Do you enjoy sage?
I love warding off evil spirits, so I guess so. Resetting the energy in the house by making it smell like shit? Yeah.
It's the worst.
My parents used to do it all the time because they used to watch Ghost Adventures and they fucking did it too.
Wait, but they would do it for like real fucking...
Yeah, they were in Alcatraz.
We can't have Danny Phantom in this motherfucker.
Yeah, they're in like, today we are in haunted hospital number 375. We hear screaming already. So
hi, my name's Paul. Welcome to Ghost Hunters. Anyway, we're on the second floor of the bowling residence.
No.
I'm glad you because I walk in. It smells like a Spencer's Gifts. Every day I walk in, I go,
holy shit, it does smell like a Spencer's
It smells
gift.
like I should buy an I Love Boobies bracelet immediately. Just walk in.
Fuck, up to my elbow, dude.
Just to get my head on straight.
I need dude, I need a medicinal I Love Boobies bracelet. I need something to help me get to the other side,
couple of silly bands, maybe a graphic tee of 303. Who knows?
Yeah, fuck, dude.
Don't trust me.
When was the last time we just sat down, listened to Never Shout Never, and smoked cigarettes, dude? When was the last time we did that? Brought it back. If I can turn back time.
You guys down for some My Chemical Romance and a little bit of cutting? Anyone?
Anyone? Walking around with like a waiter with razor blades on it. Anyone?
Yeah, like you're serving up caviar at a really high clip.
What is this, a vampire disco? What the fuck is this?
Oh, man.
Also, by the way, what a great name for like a reject on Warped Tour. Vampire Disco?
Oh, you mean the guy who opens up during the day? The sun's out when
For sure,
Vampire
pedophile. For sure. Every member of them are talking to me like,
No.
you're 14? Get on the bus.
No, Vampire Disco is one guy. He has a bowl cut.
No,
one of
that's
those weird
nowadays. That's nowadays. I'm talking about prime 2008 to 2011 fucking Vans Warped Tour, like skinny jeans.
And then I say like that
Yeah.
type of okay, yeah. Vampire Disco.
Fucking Hot Topic executives buying fur houses, feeling the best they've ever felt.
Their merch is green and black checkered belts. They're just slanging bullshit.
Dude, my sister had one of those green
There
and
you
black
go.
checkered belts.
Uh-huh.
And what you don't know is that
Did she put it through the loops or no?
Yeah, of course.
I've seen people not put it through the loops. You just wear like two belts.
Dallas, I love you. She was a little chunky, so she needed that belt.
It was holding everything.
Yeah, she needed that belt. It was not an accessory, but it was. Dude, we both went to Disney, man.
That's
I
why
was
their
wearing
family's
Jack
not coming to
Skellington fingerless gloves. You brought me there, bro.
That's why they're not coming to the wedding. You talking shit about the blue and black checkers.
Dude, I would love it if they all conglomerately went through an emo phase. Like the entire polyamorous group went through just like, dude, we've been binging Nightmare Before Christmas. It's all we watch. It's all our kid. Milo, dude, we started doing eyeshadow on him, like the what's it? Not eyeshadow, eyeliner. Dude, I want, dude. You want it, dude?
They started doing eyeliner.
No, I'm. This is a bit.
I was about ready to cut the cameras. I was about ready to be like, wait, we got to save this boy.
yeah.
Have to go on and seal Team
No,
6.
there is definitely. I have an idea of when I go when it's Uncle Tristan's like hangout time. I'm like, bro, we're going fishing.
You're going down there with fishing hooks, Playboy magazines, and wrestling magazines.
You ever been to Hooters? Me neither. But we're going.
They don't have Hooters down here. Every state has a big tit restaurant.
Do you know where we are,
is it
son? Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Ron DeSantis would shoot you in the fucking skull for saying something so silly like that.
They invented Hooters here, dipshit.
Are
Wear
they-
loose pants.
It's either that or we're going to Gatorland, motherfucker.
My family went to Gatorland.
You went to Gatorland in Florida?
No, I was playing in an 8th grade All-American game, but they went to Gatorland. Took the whole picture. My brothers went on top of the alligator where you're holding. It's the trashiest place that you can go. I think.
Do you know
theme park wise.
there's a fluffy joke about Gatorland?
Gabriel Iglesias has a fucking.
Yeah. He was talking about going to Gatorland while he was on tour. He's like just trying to kill time in Florida. And he's just being like, and they called Gatorland to see if they were open. He's just like, press 1 for English, press 2 for Spanish. And he's like,
Oh, I have heard.
yeah.
this.
And then he presses 2 and he's like, I don't know Spanish, but you're going to love Gatorland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fluffy was one of my fucking early comics. There's a video of me when I think I'm like 18 and some news reporter comes up and is like, what do you listen to before games? And I go, not music, fuck that. Daniel Tosh, Cat Williams, Fluffy. Those are my niggas across
Really?
the board. Yeah, those are still my niggas. What do you Daniel Tosh is what I aspire to be one day. Just a cunty, successful
I can see you changing outfits every season.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, if you think I wouldn't just put
It's the season of vests.
It's the season. I'm going gay this season. It's not gay because I do it. Welcome to BG.0. How are we?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd love that. Just to bring on some internet retard weekly and be like, yeah, so you played the violin with your clit. What's your family think of that?
Dude, you know who's doing that?
I saw it. I'm very excited.
I met him last night.
Jerry.
Right.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jerry. Not Jerry Springer, but
Tim Dillon.
yeah.
I met him last night.
Is he cool?
So I mean, he was so nice to me because dude, I felt like a absolute just a clam, dude.
Why?
I felt like a fucking clam.
Well, he's gay off top, so those are already the most uneasy niggas to meet.
I
already.
mean, he's like gay. He's inside gay.
but he has it in him. Not that I'm saying
No, it's to the point where it's like he's inside gay, but he's outside gay because he rolls around in I hope this isn't offensive to say, but he has like that I don't give a shit, I have so much fucking money thing where he's like gay to the point where he's like, yeah, what I'm wearing is like I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana sweatpants with
a flat billed hat.
With
and
a flat bill hat. What I'm wearing right now is $10,000, and you don't
It's
even
bougie gay.
It's bougie gay.
bougie
dude, it's honestly mildly inspiring.
Honestly, that's a
it's
level
fucking
of,
inspiring.
Not even
dude.
just him. That's a level of gay that I've never fully understood. But yes, where it's like you can be. It's the most regal gay person you've ever seen, but they have a fupa and they're balding, and they're like, I'm working it. And you're like, you are.
You want to know why?
You are.
Because they're getting into a McLaren, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. They're eating a $400 lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're eating a $400 light lunch.
They got a salad and a couple of spritzers and tipped heavy. And
tipped heavy.
out.
Do you want to know why? Because I don't need it.
I don't need. You need it more than I do.
What?
Oh my God.
Dude, that just hit me in the bottom of my heart.
You need it more than I do.
I
the
do,
answer
Mr.
is-
Dillon.
Yeah, the answer is I do. I absolutely do. And you don't. And I know that.
Dude, that would be nuts to be sitting there and just be like, we're getting married right now. Do you need this $400 tip? And they go, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Put on the ring. I bought you a ring. This ring is worth more than 4 months of your rent.
There is that. Because gay dudes do money better than any person. You can be the straightest guy in there. You can be Jordan Belfort and have the most money in the world and be the most machismo, whatever. It doesn't matter.
If I had so much money and I was in the position to talk shit to people, do you want to hear a game plan? Imagine you're all right. So you're at the stand, right?
Okay.
Some just like young comic. You're up there, dude. You're making good money.
Yeah. Just them putting your name on the flyer sold 300 tickets for a venue.
You shouldn't go upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't go upstairs. You're downstairs. Host comes in, talking a little bit of shit. You could tell he's just coming in. This is not me. As I'm describing this person, I'm like, fuck, I'm describing myself.
Mm-hmm.
This is not me.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
who are you talking about?
Yeah, no. It's just like a host comes in, tries to get too comfortable, talking shit and stuff like that. Dude, imagine just looking at him and just being like, hey, dude, what's your Zelle?
Oh, to like try and pay him?
Yeah, just being like, hey, dude, just being like, what's your Zelle? And just being like him just after talking shit, and then just send him $10,000 and just being like, here, I changed your whole life right now.
I think that would be fun.
Remember that.
Well,
It's like, you just remember that. And guess what? And I'm just being like, I would do that to one person, and I would send 10,000 to another person, and just being like, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Doesn't matter. You just stare in their soul. Be like, no.
It doesn't matter.
Go call every person that'll pick up the phone right now because I know it matters to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Guess what? I just tell my girlfriend. She's still my girlfriend at this point. I never marry Haley. She's always my girlfriend.
I mean, there is a very prominent comic with a very long-term girlfriend, and that's just the way it is.
And that's just the way it
And
is.
that's just the way it is. Things whatever.
That was good vibrato. That was good vibrato.
Believe it or not, that's what built this podcast. Was sing. We used to be a very sing-songy, voice-heavy podcast.
I know what happened.
Then we made
You fired all of them.
Hey, you fired. Congratulations. There's a box on the side. Take your shit.
Take your shit.
Take
And
your
then
shit,
and then it's the door closes behind them. We're like, what are we gonna do? Like immediately, just so much gusto behind the "you're fired," and then hard click turn to. So I just got a job. We got to start. I don't know when I'm gonna edit stuff.
What are we going to do? It's almost like I'm going to be right, have things my way, and the views will still be up. Thank you. We appreciate your kindness. Don't be mad at me because I'm right.
We're carried by Danny. Danny Martinello was a great episode.
I was going to say, way to give me a reason.
Dude,
not
literally,
be right.
the next time I saw him, I was just like, any day.
Any day, please come back.
Please come back. Any day. You want to be as third? I mean, I have nothing to give you.
I will fire this black dumbass right now.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Peter to get on.
Do you want to do the frozen vampire and the black nigga? I don't give a shit. We'll hang
Yeah.
out.
No, dude, if Peter, it would just be, if Peter came on,
Why don't we have him on?
I mean, he's gonna be on soon. Hopefully, he's been like he's been doing he has projects in the cooker that he doesn't want to like kind of go on a podcast, and people are like, "What's this?" Because Peter's everywhere he goes. So we're just gonna be saying very stupid, flagrant shit. And
Wait, is he a flagrant guy?
what?
Is he a flagrant man?
Not like in the Andrew Schultz, I'm gonna touch your legs while I laugh at nothing type
I'd like
of
to
way.
say I'm pretty. I say wild thing. What is he going to say that I'm not okay with? Or it's more that he's going to say some shit that the other powers that be wouldn't be okay with.
Oh, we would get into like riffs where we were just like, it would be like, imagine if there was like the Jewish A-team that only killed Palestinians, and then we would go through like a bam, 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 and we're like, let's make that the clip, and then
How
our careers
xenophobic
are
are you? Featuring
Yeah.
Peter James Fowler. How we don't.
over. No, it wouldn't be like that. But at the same time, we're gonna have him on soon.
I don't even know what xenophobia means. What is it?
Xenophobia, it means that you love Xena, the warrior princess.
I didn't think she was that hot.
Did you ever watch Xena, Warrior Princess?
No, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
I mean, she's not supposed to be hot. She's a warrior princess.
That's-
I mean, why do
that
they
is
have
literally
to
an
be hot?
oxymoron. Xenophobia, dislike or
This has nothing to do with Xena, the warrior princess.
no xenophobia, dislike of or prejudice against people from other countries. Oh, isn't that just called patriotism? I'm sorry, isn't this still United States of America?
Honestly, like, not even that. Isn't that just called racism? Xenophobia and racism kind of are synonyms.
No, because you don't give a shit about people's race. Like, you can be a white person from America and be like, those English motherfuckers can die and burn the fire. I don't give a shit.
I mean, I'm sure that'd be called racism nowadays. And then you would
No,
have to put a
you think
hard
that-
line in the
wait.
sand, just being like, guys, I'm not racist. I'm xenophobic.
You think xenophobic is an old world term? No, that came
I mean, it's
about-
not brought up as prevalent as racism.
No,
or like,
it went Me Too,
Zionism.
xenophobia. It's maybe 4 years old.
xenophobia is not.
Wait, what's Zionism? You're pro-Jew, right?
I don't give a shit.
Zionism?
I don't give a shit. I'm not getting paid, so yeah, I don't.
Zionism? What is that? A movement for originally the reestablished and now the development and protection of Jewish nation. Yeah, basically you're pro-Israel. If you're a Zionist, you're pro-Israel.
No, it's like people who are like, it's not people who are like pro-Israel. Like, you can be pro-Israel and still admit faults, but Zionism is just like, no faults. Like,
Oh, that's what that is?
yeah, just being like, I am unequivocally pro-Israel in every single decision that they make.
I didn't realize it was a political organization. So you could like legitimately
Zionism
be
is Zionism and xenophobia are like kind of like within the same vein.
Why is one an X and one's a Z? That's bothering me.
I don't know.
They had the opportunity to just
Take it
like
up
make
with
it.
xylophone.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. Because those are words that get thrown around now. I hear people do jokes about Xena, Zy. I'm like, I have no clue.
Dude, I
I'm just a
literally
poor
had the
boy.
joke not knowing about that. Like, it was literally me saying, you've heard it, where it's like someone in Brooklyn calls me a Zionist, and I'm like, well, guess what? I don't know what that means.
I have absolutely no clue. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
I don't. I just had to Google both of those terms. I have
no,
clue.
the whole part of the joke is like, I know one thing, you're not making me learn.
Yeah, it's like I don't know shit about what you're talking
I
about.
dropped out of
buddy.
high school. You think you're going to start learning it now?
You think I'm gonna write a book report on
Today?
xenophobia? You fucking idiot.
You think today is the day that I start?
You think I'm gonna open my mind this 24?
I've
You're
tried
stupid.
reading. We've had our corals.
What's the last book you read?
Fuck, dude. That's that's a well. How about this? One finger pointing at me, three back at you. What was the last book you read?
The Hobbit. It's in that closet.
When?
3 days ago.
No. How long? It wasn't. You finished it one day. How long did it take you to read the entirety of The Hobbit?
How long have I been here now? Like 2 months.
You started reading The Hobbit when you got here.
Yeah. Because I missed my brother. My brother gave me that book when I was in 7th grade. Or he was in 7th grade, I'm sorry, when I went to college. And he was like, I want you to
Say,
like...
was he a fucking just a toddler, just being like, just using his entire body weight to hold up The Hobbit?
No, it was, but it was the only thing that he was like, yeah, you take this with you. And it reminded me of him. And then we moved here. I was like, fuck, I am 2,000 miles away from this guy. So every time I read The Hobbit, it made me miss my brother. I do have feelings, by the way. I just not for fuck niggas who I don't like. I do have feelings for people.
So crazy how like just not like related you are. You're basically adopted
I'm 50% blood to this guy. What are you talking about?
Nah.
We came out of the same orifice of life. What are you talking about?
Nah.
You and your sister came out of the same place me and my brother came out of. Your mom's pussy.
Not my dad's dick, dude.
What is that in Any Given Sunday? Where he's like, can you tell me where you came out? Johnson, tell me where you came out of. My mom's vagina. Wrong. Tell me where you came out of. My mom. Wrong. You came out of your dad's nuts. You came out of your father's sack.
Yeah, that's where life begins.
Not if you ask. I woke up really sad
What are you
this morning.
You can't load a gun without ammo.
Well, no, we're gonna live in the United States of America, where life starts not from your dad's sack. Oh man, I woke up this morning spicy. Like I said, I go to Twitter for a couple of things: Double G titties, wrestling highlights, and
Looking
Kamala
at like what Matt Walsh fucking
listen to the entire Rogan ep. I love him, Matt Walsh.
dude.
We love him.
Matt Walsh. His tweets are fucking disgusting.
He's a man. He is a
them.
man with a traditional wife, has a good job, 5 kids, traditionalist values.
Traditionalist values. Let me tell you, he sucks cock on the side.
He is annoying.
I promise
Now,
you,
he's annoying. No, he doesn't.
He gargles cum.
No, he doesn't.
He gargles guys cum.
No,
I know these dudes.
Just because
I know these dudes, they're the type of dude who like.
Do you think I gargle cum?
You are not in the same vein.
Do
of
you
Matt
think
Walsh.
I got?
You're not in the same.
My whole
vein.
thing is being a bro, masculine. Fuck.
You think he's a bros, bro? You think Matt
He is a
Walsh is
bros
going to a fraternity, just being like, guys, listen, I'm dusty on the
No,
old
but
dice game.
No, but he lives in the middle of nowhere. Has no TVs in it. He's my New Mexico side of the family. They live in a small town. They're
No
very,
TVs.
No TVs. They're very like we work, our women cook, we produce kids, and we die. And that's kind of his. And because those are your 4 pillars of life, then yes, you clearly
honestly,
disagree with the other shit.
Can I just be honest with you? I honestly think it's disrespectful towards everybody else, the ignorance that he is living in, and denying like modern like advantages. Why would you not want to live in the world that we have where like, dude,
Because you can't.
what,
His kids are homeschooled. You can't control what gets
yeah,
taught.
They're fucking weirdos.
No,
Every homeschooled person.
I'm gonna homeschool my kids.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna raise a bunch of glue-licking fucking weirdos,
No,
dude.
you can also play for your public sports teams as well. What socialization?
Oh, so that's his only socialization that he's going to get is hitting other kids?
What socialization do you think you miss by going to public school? That if you play in activities
the
and sports,
fundamentals of recess. Recess is basically the watering hole of like.
But if you're a part of either a synagogue or a temple or a church and you play sports, what am I missing? I go to social watering holes. We have a community.
It's required social watering holes. Those people that you're hanging out with, you have to hang out with no matter what, because they're always going to be there.
So,
in recess, when you're in a public school, you get to choose. It's all pack mentality. People get to go and develop their fucking relationships with their own friends instead of being like, we are all on the same team. We have to follow the same rules because we are on the same team. I have to like you. You have to like me. It's very militarian. What you have to do, and what I'm going to do with my kids, I'm going to put them in a fucking public school, and I'm going to let them fucking figure it out the same way that I figured it out, and just let them be themselves. That's how people develop personalities. They get cliques. They get new things that they're into. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be.
Wait, have you ever played in an organized sports team?
I've never played in an organized sports
So
team, but I've been in organized groups at school. I've been
but you never played in an organized sports team. There's cliques.
You're right. I was playing in jazz band. I was playing in concert band.
I have 3 of my best friends in life because we clicked up within a sports team. There's not only is there offense, defense, skill position, linemen. There's so many other.
And I have one of my
cliques.
best friends in life because we clicked up out of just nowhere, just because we were meeting up and hanging out on the recess field.
My point being, they're equivalent. My people aren't missing anything by not going to a public school.
But
you still get the same click, the same pack mentality, the same drive, the same hunger to try and be part of a team.
This is you banking on them being sports players. What if they just
or social activities? You don't have to be a sports player. We're gonna do scouts. We're gonna do dance. We're gonna do theater. We're gonna do just a team where you get social. They're not just gonna be at home 8 hours a day getting taught by just me and their mom or a teacher who comes in. Like, they're going to go out and do shit. So like, you just proved my point. You met a friend in public school. I met a lifelong friend playing sports. There was nothing missed. The only thing that they're missing is having to sit in front of a Black Lives Matter and a rainbow flag by some 27-year-old teacher who's like, the colors are these were the presidents. They can learn all of that.
That's part of it. That's part of like you can't. It's just like the idea of sheltering my kids from like specific.
I think it's protecting. I don't think it's sheltering.
It is sheltering. You're not allowing your kid to
they still see all
pick their own personality.
Because the people who believe in BLM, the people who are gay, their kids still come to play in football. Their kids still come to the theater.
You're not allowing your children. You're not allowing your children to be able to have their own beliefs. You're cultivating beliefs for themselves instead of being out in situations where people are challenging those beliefs.
That's what standardized institutional school is.
But I'm saying you're not allowing them to be able to stand up for their own beliefs and be like, this is why it's right, this is why it's wrong. You're sheltering them in an environment like an echo chamber of just people just shouting the same shit because you're having them like, listen, we're gonna. It's not like you guys are gonna be like the TV or whatever space TV is at the time of invented, which I'm maybe curved.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a cube. Or like a headset that you put on.
Yeah.
But like you're not gonna in the same vein of you're not putting them in private school, you're not gonna be like letting them just like kind of like click, browse through channels, watch whatever you want, whatever they want. You're gonna be like, no, just watch this. Like this is good. Like you're gonna be like, no, this is good. You're not gonna let them just browse and shit like that. Like I did with my dad.
That's the same. Why would you put a parental constriction on what they can ingest?
That's what you're
TV?
doing that's what you're doing essentially to their social life by putting them in private school.
They have the same.
I mean, homeschooling them.
What are they?
I don't think homeschooling is a good idea. My sister's doing it with their kid. They're going to homeschool him.
Now, the reason that you don't think that that's a good idea is because of the background that's being taught to them.
No, I mean, like, unless you have
I have the most
I
have the most standardized life. I met my wife at 18. She's a doctor. Why would we not? Nothing about it is weird or wackadoo. So the message is going down.
Your entire life is weird and wackadoo.
But
we've described your childhood as like literally you just being forced to go to like these things and stuff like that. But your parents never being properly proud of you. You don't talk to your mom and dad.
I know, but I'm saying the way I live my life now, I think is very standardized. It's very like
I know,
normal.
but yeah, that's great that you've made yourself out like on the other side of things. But at the same time, it's like that's you. That's you putting your like what you've learned from football and stuff like that, the drive, the perseverance behind your own personal life and stuff like that. That's not guaranteed for everyone else. Like everyone like outside, I mean like you're lucky that you came from a sports family because that same mentality with them not wanting you to go to like a football camp and shit like that would just devastate you, dude. Like, if they're just like, why aren't you doing this? And they're like, what do you mean? And it's like, I don't know. Why aren't you fucking doing it? You'd be left so wondering, dude. Like, instead you have, like, the background of, like, this, like, actual, like, mentality of being like, I'm going to wake up at 5. We have practice. We have workout. This is how I keep myself healthy.
That's so good.
I know it's good. But at the same time, you're extremely fortunate for having that. And, like, you can't necessarily guarantee that your kids are going to like football or they're going to like organized sports. Like,
it's not sports at all. If they're, because I'm a comic, if they're like, Dad, I have no interest in sports. I want to get into like improv. I'm like, for sure. But you're gonna
no child has ever said that. First off,
right? But I'm giving you the craziest example.
Dad, I want to go to Second City.
Dad, I want to lose all of your love immediately.
Yeah, dude, just tell me you're gay. Just tell me you're gay, please. Tell me you're fucking gay, dude. Just don't say you want to be an improv guy.
Because if I just please God, don't say give me a location.
If you say yes and I'm blowing my brains out in my study, please, for the love of God.
But I'm even saying, if my son comes up and is like, Dad, I want to break your heart. I don't want to be a quarterback. I want to be in a dance troupe. I'll be like, that is fine.
So you're banking on your kids being a quarterback.
I would like it, but I'm saying even if they don't want to do sports like that, I fucking despise athletics. I'm like, that is fine.
Well, you have to breed an environment for him to be able to talk, because I feel like when you like the whole idea of like when you go to public school, the friends in the public school that you build are all local, so you can go out into like. Go out and just be able to hang with everyone or hang with anyone instead of like this private.
Where are we hanging if we're traveling 3 weekends out of the month?
That's insane.
Are you?
AAU
I mean, is like
you
a
don't
road
know. You
comedian
don't know
schedule.
if that's going to be your kid's life,
I'm
though.
gonna live in the goddamn house I provided for them. Realistically, no. The point I was trying to make is, look,
I was about to say, best case scenario, you're on the road every week.
But
you want them to go through that same shit? You want to go home and just be like, during the week after traveling from doing stand-up, you're going to be traveling for your kids' soccer shit? That's what her dad did. He was a professional college soccer coach for 16 years. And he would be on the road and then come back and she'd be like, I'm in Portland on a Wednesday. He'd be like, sick, let's load the car. That's the type of shit that I'm built for. And these motherfuckers are going to also be, if they're of the same build of me and their mother, they're of the same ilk.
Yes, they're going to be.
I mean, to be fair, I do put it out of perspective because I think you're just shooting a kid out of your cock. I'm like, it's Taylor also, who's also a very professional, not only just person in general with her job and occupation, but her previous professional sports. She actually got paid to fucking play soccer. Yeah, she's a professional sports player.
Yeah, so I think if they come from that background of
she was passed at FIFA.
She did. Yeah, she got.
Yeah, exactly. She got passed at the FIFA.
She's the only one out of us two to have an agent so far. That's a
really
fun fact. She likes to hold up.
Can we kick her off the balcony? I've never heard that fucking statement out of her mouth, but let me tell you, I wouldn't have gone to the wedding if she said that shit prior.
Oh man, during COVID when she was playing over there, and I was just like, man, I hope I'll get stage time at the House of Comedy. She's like, sorry, I got to hop off FaceTime. My agent's calling me, and I'm like, I'm going to shoot myself in Anthony's garage, right?
Does he know anyone in the comedy industry? Is there any chance, any ilk of him knowing any sort
over
of
this way?
CAA, has that ever rang his doorbell?
I know he specifically does Yugoslavia and women's soccer, but sir, if you know anyone,
whoever got O.J. Simpson in the movies, me though, but me though.
All right, here, vamp real quick while I pull up the Patreons, and then
vampy, wampy. Here's my nappy. That's such a fucking odd statement just to say just say any words into a microphone while I do this. It's not an easy thing to do.
So,
but watch me nail it flawlessly as you pull up the Patreon.
Yeah. So let me go to active. By the way, when you sign up for the Patreon, we really encourage you guys to change your name on there. We read the names every week, and Femboy's back in the mix. He changed his shit back to
Femboy Chum Chum?
No, Femboy Go Blap Blap.
Femboy Go Blap Blap.
That was the original one. And then we got Carl Fuck John Fisher. I sincerely hope he gets Lupus Goldthorpe.
Who's John Fisher?
Let's find out.
Who the fuck is John Fisher? Which honestly sounds like a great documentary. Who the fuck is John Fisher?
Businessman.
I think this may be a local Phoenix comedian.
No, this has to be a deep joke. This is Carl for sure. John Joseph Fisher is an American businessman. He is the principal owner of the Oakland A's, of Major League Baseball. Okay, Major League Soccer, professional bull. Okay, so definitely Carl's
it's some soccer bullshit.
He's a okay. So Carl's definitely an Oakland A's fan. And the A's lost. And that's why he's like, fuck John. Carl, you changed your name to fuck the owner of the Oakland A's.
I'm glad that you're also thinking about us while watching baseball. Just be like, dude, fuck the Oakland A's.
Oh, that makes me
And also,
laugh.
I like the final stop.
Andrew better count his days. Fire.
I mean, his days are at 0. He counted them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, his days are numbered unless you don't count 0 as a number like my math teacher did. And then in that case, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, check out the Patreon for the science teacher jargon. That was nuts.
Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, I had a science teacher basically tell me that anal's never okay when I was in 7th grade.
Why would you just absolutely blow what they don't have to see the Patreon anymore because you just explained it, you fucking dunce.
It's called a preview, dumbass. Have you not seen any of the new previews that come out? They tell you the whole plot of the movie, but you go to the movie to see the points, to see the scenes. More passion, more energy.
I only go to movies where boobies are out.
I need tits. Anyway, tell a friend about the cast. We'll see you guys later. Subscribe to the old Patreon. And we're in the talks. We're going to figure out at some point here in the next 2-3 months to get a live show together.
A live show, possibly a green screen
City.
Behind us with the live show.
Absolutely no green screen. Kill yourself. Unfollow the podcast if you're pro green screen. We'll see you guys later.
No, follow the podcast.